Alright, hello everyone. I just wanted to show off the GMTK Game Jam game that I made. Unfortunately, didn't upload the files correctly to the itch.io site. It's my first time uploading it there and didn't know exactly what I was supposed to do, so you unfortunately can't play this game. You can just download an executable, but I still wanted to show it off nonetheless, so just started doing this unscripted video where I'm going to kind of show it off. My fan was having some issues on my computer, so it was sort of ruining any recordings I made on there with voice, so I'm on a different computer right now, and I just took a video of some gameplay and stuff that I can show off to you guys and sort of commentate as I go. So essentially, the premise of this game that I did with my friend TurtleHatDev, be sure to check out his stuff, he did the art for this game. We basically got together online and we sort of brainstormed ideas for the theme Roles Reversed, and we sort of like a lot of liminal space stuff. If you see my channel, you know I've done some liminal space stuff in the past. I think it's cool, and it's also really easy to make in a game. You just kind of like put some walls everywhere. So with the roles reverse themed, a lot of times in these like liminal space games, you sort of play as a dude or something who's trapped in a liminal space and you gotta get out. So we went through a whole bunch of different ideas, but we ended up sort of selling the idea of what if you kind of play as the liminal space, and you sort of, instead of trying to leave the liminal space, all these explorers coming into the liminal space, they just want to stay there. They don't want to leave. So you don't want them there because you're like a big liminal space thing. You don't want all these annoying people sitting around, so you just kind of come in there and you try to kick them out. So we end up doing this sort of, if you can swap between kind of a wall form and you kind of smack these guys around, or you can sort of play as kind of like a health pack and they'll try to follow you. So off some of the gameplay here. Essentially, here you can see you start off with a wall. You click to move around at just the basic Unreal Engine click top-down view mode that I sort of attached this big wall to it, and just got there. But essentially, when you press space or right-click, you can see you can turn into this little health pack thing. They'll try to chase you, and then you can kind of spin them around and knock them into that little exit portal there. As you can see, it says that as level 3 there. There are 4 levels that were built, though with Unreal was being weird, so it wasn't letting me like build like more. I may only make a build of 1 level, so I sort of compressed everything down into 1 level 3 here, because I thought that was the best level, and it still didn't work because I uploaded the thing improperly, but I sort of put some stuff there just to explain everything. There is a larger tutorial, which I'll show off later, because this video has all of the ones in. But essentially, the Wanderers walking around are, go back to where they were. Essentially, they're like, a friend TurtleHatDev did the art for the game. Most of what he did was like the wall art, so like the walls there. Very simplistic, liminal style, but I think it works really well here. Just added a leave now for the player wall, just to whack people around. But since he was more adept with 2D art, we decided to just essentially make the Wanderers walking around just little 2D people. So I essentially just made the default like character basically just invisible, and just slapped 2 like just floating decals next to each other in thin air. So they just kind of walk around. The health pack's also just a 2D plane next to an invisible main character. And you just kind of chase them around like that. It was hard to tell where they were looking, because I made sort of they only chase you when they're looking at you. So I just put like I already wanted like some sort of light coming from the like guys, so that you could see where they were looking. And so I basically just put like a flashlight coming out of them, and you can just that's how you see where they go. So if you fall under like the flashlight thing, they'll start chasing you, but they can only chase you when you're in the health pack mode. And basically, if you're in the wall mode, you can just whack them around. I already said that, I think. But if you get caught in the health pack mode, which I think I showed off earlier, you just get sent to the screen, and then you get to reset the level. So anyway, here right now in the video, we're just kind of going around the edge of the map. I wanted to put a whole bunch of like secrets and stuff. TurtleHatDev made like a whole bunch of decals. I just slapped them on the wall, so I just tried to arrange them a whole bunch of ways. So you got like these fire extinguisher things, you got cracks in the wall. Here got some Grimace Shake coming in on the walls. I might put Grimace Shake in the thumbnail of the video just to get some views. But he also made these sort of like pipe things, so I was sort of thinking like, what if this Grimace Shake substance thing is kind of in the pipes in this liminal world? So there's a whole bunch of liminal shake, Grimace Shake things going on here. So I guess if you're ever trapped in this weird backrooms, you could drink some Grimace Shake and totally be fine. But we also got stuff here like this wall kind of glitching through things because it's a liminal space. Like reality works all weird. In one of the other levels I'll show you later, it kind of I point that out weird. I'm like, oh, this is like normal, but so you can probably just skip to that part. But essentially, they play through here, and then essentially once you get to so if you get like the final guy in, it's the last guy. You can sort of chase them over to the portal exit, turn into a wall, spin around, knock them in. This is sort of the ending screen you just get. You can press all to start. Got all this funny stuff here. Sort of pointing out that there were only a few, only one of the levels could have put in. And so now we're just going to show off the rest of the levels. So this is what was meant to be the tutorial. Sort of has this thing here explaining there's a whole bunch of stuff on the floor, explaining everything. There's a weird glitch, essentially, where clicking would sometimes not work, so you had to sort of continuously click and move. There's also a thing with the first level where occasionally one of the wanderers can just accidentally walk into the portal, and you can just kind of get instantly teleported to the next level. That was just sort of a glitch you didn't really have time to fix, but we're back to, this is the new level 2. I don't think I've showed this off yet, so you can just kind of click around, keep moving. So you've seen this stuff before, but I think I did put some weird secrets and fun stuff in this level. This is what I was talking about earlier. I point out the weird glitchy stuff. I sort of put that in deliberately just to be funky. So it's just totally justified why there's glitches everywhere. And here's what I was talking about, the movement not always working. Kind of have to click and drag sometimes. But around here, here's some more lean pipes. I got some stuff in the background here. Put like a whole bunch of walls next to each other. There's also the boxes. You can just kind of hit-bop them all around. The boxes are the only thing with just a default texture. There's a default Unreal wooden texture. Everything else is custom textures made by TurtleHatDev. Don't think there's anything too much here. You've seen all the stuff around. This is where shows sort of the outside of the video of the level. It doesn't extend that far out beyond the level since you can't see that far beyond the level, but I did make sure to kind of add in all the details around the outside just to make it sort of feel like you're in a much larger space, and this is only like a small area of this massive liminal space that you are controlling. But we're going to the level 2 is level 1. The naming things don't make sense, but this is the outside of level 1. The green area is the space where the wanderers can go. I made it only on this half so the wanderer wouldn't wander to the other side of the map, and then you have to knock them all the way over there, chase them around just to make it easier. And then, again, zoom out. This is level 2, as we saw earlier. There's more stuff. I added like a big crack at the side, just some fun little stuff you can find on the outside. This is level 3. This is the area. I think out there, that like wooden box over there. I'm sure if I show up, that wooden box is like one of the outlet wall decals on it. I thought that was a fun Easter egg. And then this is the final level. Not sure I showed this off earlier, so we're just going to play it. This level I wanted to go real crazy with it. This is the final level, so I wanted things to be like super weird and super warped. Like the idea was that each level gets like more and more weird, more and more reality breaky. So like there are like now outlets on the floor at weird angles and all sorts of things. There's hidden text. There's like lamps out there. The lamps I thought were going to be more important because I was like, oh, I need like some kind of like a light source, but it ended up being plenty fine light on its own. Here we got a wall that still has the default Unreal texture. I just left that in there as an Easter egg because things are supposed to be broken. Here are some outlets on the wall weirdly. Just everything's kind of broken and weird at this point. I believe along here, I put a box up on the wall. I thought that was funny. And here I have like a big stack of boxes. I put this big crack under it because there's like, it's so big that like it's just breaking the floor underneath it. You can just kind of knock it around. Again, they do nothing. I just thought it was fun to just whack boxes around as a big wall. You could eventually make a mechanic out of that or something. You have to like knock the boxes in specific places or something. If we do have time to add more mechanics, I might add some sort of kind of like monster ability where you kind of turn into a monster and then they'll run away from you, kind of the opposite of the health pack. But I was also thinking of, in some earlier drafts of the game, you're thinking you could like physically play like as a big kind of whole room, just kind of like moving around. You have to like lure the wanderers to different areas. That sort of seemed a bit out of scope for a 2-day game. I know some of TurtleHatDev's ideas involve like sort of playing as the level itself and kind of loading in and the deloading areas, kind of you're playing as a game, as a level in this liminal space, which I thought was cool, but again, didn't really have time to do. But that's pretty much all the major things with this. Just wanted to kind of show it off. Again, you unfortunately can't play this, and you can't really vote for it in the thing, so it's not going to get anywhere. Not that we thought it would get anywhere anyway, just wanted an excuse to make a game over the summer. So hopefully, if you guys want to see more games and stuff that I make, you can stay on this channel. I might at some point just separately upload some version of this game to itch.io or something, but for now that's mostly it. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you want to see more game stuff, more random skate garbage I do and throw on this channel, it's kind of the first video we're actually talking stuff, so hopefully it wasn't overly long and rambly, but I think that's really everything with this game. I just want to show it off to the world in some way, since we didn't really get a chance to show it off to the Game Jam. So I guess bye everyone, or all 3 people watching this thing.